We start things off on a spooky location. Two dry bones battling for first. Carly and Astatine coming out of that haunted house, and that's quite a scene. You'd think it's something out of a Halloween movie. But in the back, we have Steph. They are hot and cold, but you know that they are electric with that boomerang, battling with Pup, who's been one of the top racers. And look at this, a historic moment. This is the first time we've seen a tilt controller riding in a professional circuit. And they're looking pretty good dropping that bomb. Astatine getting blown up by that blue shell. He's seen a lot of those in his days so far. He's had a short career, but boy, the number of blue shells he's taken, that is not good for your head. And as we see a little bumpy ride, the tilt controls kind of showing up there, but no doubt a historic moment. Not only a inside drifter, but a tilter. You gotta say, take your hats off to the skill it takes to get on a professional track and do that. Look at that. Getting that blue shell out and blown up by a bomb. Astatine, this is not looking good for him. A second blue shell in just the first event. And he was saying early on in the race that he just does not feel the need to practice. He said that it's not worth his time. And you know what? When you race this well, for a showcase series, I can understand if it was a full season, those comments might really come back to bite him, because as we saw, there's a lot of great racers who are nipping on his heels already, but a first place, no practice needed. P-Chan in second thanks to that beautiful bullet, and Carly just sneaking in at fourth. NQ Winters battling with them, just falling behind in fifth place, but great looking racing. And Steph in third. We love to see it. Papa Oof, a connection error, drops him all the way to 10th. That is one rough way to start the race. Event 2, Papa Oof is back and he is locked and loaded. A little connection error in the first that might rattle a lot of racers, but he comes in and he is already back into his old self, battling 1 and 2 with Astatine. I mean, this is the kind of combination that could make a league, boom in popularity like Magic and Bird and Astatine. It's almost like he's out just driving on the hen day. He has nothing to worry about, and it doesn't even feel like he's in a high-stakes competitive event the way he drives out there, just cool and collected. But look at Steph. They've got the star. They're a little bit in the middle of the pack, and look at the incredible timing of this. Right as their star goes out, a lightning hits. Nerd taking advantage of a star as well, but struggling a little bit with that inside drifting bike, but able to recover and do some pretty nice things with that golden mushroom. Into the third lap, final lap. Astatine trying to take out Papa Oof with a sneak bomb. Almost pays off, but he falls into second place for now. And the thing about any time you're on the MK track, you could be a foot from the line, but until you cross it, it is never safe. So a absolute battle emerging. Papa Oof, he's stealing those mushrooms off the track. Things are looking great, but a blue shell is coming and it is just gonna catch him. That red shell hits him. He doesn't protect himself because of the blue shell, and Astatine steals first place. Papa Oof in second, and Steph another third place, looking pretty good so far. Nerd holding on in fourth despite a few tricky turns. And as we go into the race results, Astatine 2 first place, Steph 2 third place, and Carl's they're in an unexpected third place so far through these events. And just incredible to see some of the racing and some of the people that stepped up. Nerd, after being basically locked into third place, he's fallen off just a touch, and it's important for him to figure out how to get back on there. For our next event, we go under the sea. Astatine in the middle of the pack and getting eaten alive by the chaos. I mean, when you're up in front, you can build a big lead, but sometimes when you're just stuck with all these bruisers, it can really eat you alive. That boomerang is a perfect example, but look at this. How heavy is this guy to knock Papa Oof all the way into the off-road? Incredible to see, and we see a little bit more chaos unfolding. Nerd getting blown up with a shell. Jamie getting hit with a boomerang. We skip forward to lap number 3. Look at this Astatine using that jet propeller or whatever that water is coming out to dodge the fire, and he's in a frantic chase with P-Chan, who is currently running away with it. P-Chan, for whatever reason, decides not to use the shell for protection, and he just holds and holds and holds onto it. You think he's going to throw it back, but perhaps it's just going to be a little souvenir for himself for an incredible first place finish. Astatine in second place. And look at this, the boss flying in a bullet. I mean, what can you say? What can you say? But as we see things, third place, very close. Steph, Carls, Papa Oof, all battling out for it. Babinski and Nerd just right on the heels as well. And then we have Astatine just running away with things. Peachan in a comfortable second place. Great job by him. Simpson switching back from the gold to just regular Mario. He's having some of the best races of his lifetime. And we love to see it. We start things off with Nerd. It's struggling a little bit with this funky raceway. And I mean, Cheeseland is just, it's not those beautiful royal raceways, perfectly paved that you just want an inside drifting bike to go around all those great corners. It's the kind of road that you want to call your counselor about. Just big holes everywhere. You'd be complaining. You say, where's the money going for this? Where are my taxes paying for? But look at that. Bold to hold a bomb behind them. And whoever had that red shell took notice and blows up Steph. Nerd almost flying off into the abyss. That inside drifter just not really paying off for him fully. But despite it all, he just stays up there battling for first. Going into lap 2, Astatine getting hit with a red shell by Carly. Once again, those dry bones going at it. Something I've never seen before. Look at that. Roman, he's about to fly off and he uses another racer to spin around and recorrect. Incredible to see. Maybe not good team building for the boss to do that to somebody. But nonetheless, he says, oh, thanks for doing that. And while they fly off into the abyss. Look at that. Astatine just in first place battling as always in NQ Winters. This is the kind of thing that aesthetically at least you would think would be perfect for this course. A big, beautiful ATV, giant tires, and not a bad-looking car. Astatine up in first place. And this is usually the kind of event where if you have a lot of mushrooms and you're in 6th or 7th, that's how you get first coming into this corner. So to do this mushroomless, to just have a shell behind you and drive the course perfectly, that is a technically skilled driver. NQ Winters in 3rd place. Papa Oof. Ooh, they maybe just miss out beating NQ Winters because they hit the dirt, and Steph falling all the way to 7th. And we go back and look at some of the chaos unfolding. Let's look at Roman. Great star use, but then he gets stuck in the ditch. Peachan ahead of him and just not quite doing, right middle of the pack. But when you have a star in that position, it can be really great. And now we look back, Pup, just a really difficult. We saw he was battling for first for many of the laps, but look at this final stretch for him. It's just been really tough, and sometimes you just want to disappear at the end of it all. Uses a ghost, not really for his benefit, but I think just to get the TV cameras off of him. And a 9th place and a disappointing finish for him. And we look at the final results. Astatine, nearly perfect. 3 firsts and a 4th, 57 points. We got Peachan, they've got 40 points, a very solid one. But Carly, the surprise 3rd place. Incredible racing for them across the board. They weren't just racing well, but they were always, battling up there. The number of times we saw 2 dry bones in the lead. I mean, that must be incredible for the dry bone community. Papa Oof, great racing. I mean, they had that tough disconnection, and after that, just pretty perfect stuff. 31 points, and Nerd falling all the way to 8th, which is definitely a big hit to his podium ambition. So we'll have to see how he recovers in the next event. Let's look at the standings overall. We've got Nerd and Steph tied for 3rd. We got Papa Oof with 40 points and Astatine with 45. Take a lot to knock Astatine out of that first place spot, but we can't wait to see that battle unfold for 3rd place between Steph, Nerd, Peachan, Carls. I mean, it's up for grabs. And even 2nd place, who knows? But it looks like 1 and 2 we kind of have established. And I mean, a dry bones and a toad, I love to see it.